All right, here we go, everybody. How we doing? This is La Prensa. We're coming to you here with Cyn Rodriguez that we have here. If you guys can see Cyn, say hi to the people.
Hello.
All right, and this interview today is about Manuel Cowboy that he just passed away. He's the godfather of Tejano music, and he happens to be Cyn's great uncle, right? Is that right,
That's
Cyn?
yes, that's correct.
Right. So yeah, so the first question that I wanted to ask you was like, how did he pass? Like, was it due to age or?
Yeah, it was natural causes. It was my grandmother passed away when she was 84, and he lasted a little bit longer. He was 92. But I really think the music and just him being so invested in the industry that even in his last days, many said his wife that he was asking for his guitar to the very last days. He was still playing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know. I was watching one of his songs, and one of his songs called "Que Me Lleva."
Uh-huh.
Did you remember like your mother playing the music and stuff when you were
Yes.
growing up?
Every morning she used to play that music, especially on the weekends. And it would start at 7 o'clock, and that was our day to sleep in from school. And she was to play Manuel Donley said that's what she would tell us. Oh, heck no, we're gonna listen to my music. That's my music. My uncle, she kept him very, very alive with us.
Mhm.
That's all I remember hearing is my uncle Manuel Cowboy Donley. You know.
And Mr. Manuel Cowboy here was also you did go and you attended the funeral as well, as I know,
Yes. Uh huh.
and he also got full honors
From the
w-
military.
from the military, right?
Uh-huh.
And how would you explain that? Was there mariachis? Was there?
Oh yeah, it was very, very gracious for him. And I'll tell you a little notation on that. Um, they played the mariachis, and they did the Catholic ceremony. They were avid churchgoers at Guadalupe. Um,
Mhm.
then they did the military honors. The salute. The guns will be done at a later time after COVID, but they did do the taps, and it was very beautifully done. And then when they finished doing that, they gave Minnie the flag, and then they were getting ready to dismiss us all from the funeral. My uncle taught. He wrote music and composed music at Houston Tillotson College. Now at the state cemetery, you can't
Mhm.
purchase you can't purchase your way into that cemetery. You have to earn those honors to be buried in those grounds. You just
Wow,
can't.
what a great honor.
Yeah, and so right at the time when they were dismissing us, the chimes from the Houston Tillotson where he was teaching started chiming, and it was beautiful. It was just so peaceful and beautiful at that moment that he still is very doing. He's still in the area and still gets to
Yeah,
appreciate in his
that's
resting grounds where he taught what he loved music.
you know what's beautiful about all this is that he's also an Austin native, and he's an Austin native, and also you're an Austin native, and then also what I wanted to say was that this is really cool for the Hispanic community to know and to hear about, because even though I know that he probably as a godfather of Tejano, a lot of people knew him, but it's also cool to know that he's from Austin, and you being from Austin as well. Um, do you think
Was
that the Hispanic community right now at the moment is getting the limelight of how things are going due to this pandemic and stuff?
well,
What do
I
you
know
think
that
about?
I just know that there would have been a grand celebration if this COVID wouldn't have been in the mix of things. People are afraid, and I'm sorry that they missed a great opportunity to send off my uncle. But we still do have our Mexican Culture Center that they have a statue of him there, and his work is in there too, along with like Emma Barrientos. So we need to be more vigilant about going and seeing them and honoring them for what they stood for, because they are our pioneers and we stood on their shoulders. And the great little story that they made me aware is that, you know, his father played the violin. His mother loved opera, classic music. So where he was growing in his Tejano music, he married the orchestra and the classical music together with the Tejano, and that's where you get all these great bands now that are utilizing different instrumentals to make it a grander, you know, platform of music to broaden everybody's horizon. You know, not just the guitar, and got an array of trumpets and violins and the, what do you call that big old guitar, the bow? What was
Yeah.
that? They use,
El bandolo.
yeah, yeah, they use all those instruments along with the mariachi tradition. You know, all that you know, it's a lot of history that we in our schools we don't learn that. But if we seek out our museums and our culture, and we support each other and learn from our ancestors, it's a beautiful thing. It's something to be very proud of. You know, it's a
Exactly.
good thing to know. You know,
Which I know I'm very proud of course, and you're very proud of.
yeah,
And that's why here at La Prensa, this is what we do. What we do is this is for our Hispanic community, so our
and I know
traditions
that.
don't die.
Yeah,
Our
exactly.
traditions are not going to die. And one more question, Cyn. Is there anything you want to tell the Hispanic community out there? A big hi to someone, maybe that you.
Just everybody keep the faith. Uh, keep your stress level down low. You know, do God's will and love and help pull up people, make, you know, do positive things, and we'll all get through all this, you know, so we can have our own legends and our own legacies to put out there for our offspring and the young generations. And I support those millennials. I love me some millennials, you know.
Yes, yes, that's correct. And so, yeah, well, there you have it, guys. This is La Prensa, and we're just reaching out to everybody just to let everybody know about the Godfather Tejano, that he was an Austin native, and how proud that we are to be able to have this interview for him. And here we have Cyn as well, which is a great niece, and she happened to take the time for us and stuff. Hey, Cyn, it's been a great pleasure. I hope I run into you real soon,
Oh yeah.
and maybe we can chit chat some more.
And one more thing before I leave, let's say a little prayer for Vanessa, the little young lady that got murdered. Say a prayer for her family to get through this in hard times. So
Yes, prayers for Vanessa and Vanessa's family. And that's
yeah.
beautiful. Thank you, Cyn. Thank you very much. Again, guys, this is La Prensa. We're going to be signing out. Thanks to you. Can't wait to see you guys again. Thank you very much. And bye bye.